It's Brad's Laboratory.
Okay, things you're going to need for this repair are a Phillips screwdriver. They're Phillips screws on the heater element to take that loose. Everything else is a 1/4 inch nut driver will do. So even the bit on your screwdriver, electric screwdriver, if you take the bit out, that's a 1/4 inch. So that'll work too. And then you need a pair of pliers for yanking the connectors off of the motherboard. They're just kind of helpful, and I like these pliers just because the grips are very well insulated, so that if you do forget to unplug the refrigerator for some reason, there's less chance of you getting electrocuted. And you need an ohm meter. This one's a pretty nice one that I got probably 30 years ago now, but you know, the cheap $2 one from Harbor Freight is fine too. You just need something that can check ohms. Okay, we're going to check between the defrost element, which is the blue wire here, and neutral, which is the orange wire over here. And let's see if I can get this in frame. Alright, I got her probed there, and she's open. So that means that either the thermostat is open or the heater coil's open. My experience is going to be the heater. Okay, there's 2 screws here to take this back panel out. You don't have to take the ice maker out, although I did. I dumped all the ice out. This was all completely frosted up last night when I was having the problem. Since I've defrosted it, it hasn't frosted back up, but it will. So I need to get that heater replaced. So temporarily this is going to work for a day. I got all the food in my chest freezer out in the garage right now. That needs to be frozen, so that'll stay frozen. I'm just going to leave this empty while I'm working on it, and then it will keep the refrigerator stuff cold. Alright, so one thing I did to kind of get by was I defrosted this manually last night. I just set electric heater here and used my heat gun a little bit to get all the frost off of this, so that it would work for a day. And then I went on Amazon and I ordered it, and those guys know that it's kind of an emergency, so they all have free next day shipping. So my part will be here tomorrow and I'll get this fixed. But one of the telltale signs that the heater was really bad was when I took it out. This black stuff got everywhere, so that was coming off that nichrome wire or whatever, so that is definitely a bad part. Alright, here's the heater out of the refrigerator, and you can see it's gotten very hot. It's burned this little pink thing off that's denoting this side as being the pink side, and there's a pink wire that goes to that. Turn my meter on here, and we'll just go across these tabs here, and you can see I don't have any ohms. It's open. So somewhere in here, inside this, there's a nichrome wire in here, and somewhere in there it's burned open. You can actually kind of see little chunks of it in there because it's burned apart. So this is bad, needs to be replaced. The new heater showed up from Amazon a day later. Here I am cutting it open and pulling it out of the box. or out of the package. Here's the box. I bought the cheapest one there was. It came with next day shipping free. That might only be in Denver because we have an Amazon distribution center here, but other large cities probably similar. And there you can see that now that glass tube is not all charred up, and this looks very nice. So I'm going to show you the ohms on the brand new heater here, so you can see that it's around 19 ohms. You know, give or take an ohm or two, you're going to be fine. Just so long as there's some resistance there. When they're open, then they're no good. Alright, so you just take the old one out, and here I've already taken the that little cover off, and so I can get to the screws real easy. These are Phillips. They're 1/4 inch nut driver needed for the cover that goes over the defroster unit here. Here I have it out, and I'm taking these connectors off. Boom, and then we pick out the new one, make sure it looks the same, and we put it back in, and put the connectors back in. Boom, boom, and in she goes. Then put the Phillips screws back in, and that's pretty much done. So last thing you do is you put that cover back on. There's 2 1/4 inch nut driver screws that hold that cover on, and then you have to clean. And then if you got any of that black gunk that came off of the old heater element in your refrigerator or in your freezer, you have to clean that all out. That's what I did. And then I put the back cover back on, and away we went. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope hope this helps you fix your refrigerator. Again, the refrigerator was not defrosting all the way, or the frost was built up so much that it wasn't keeping the refrigerator part cool, and the top of the freezer was starting to get warm too. So just the cold air couldn't circulate up, and then there's a vent at the top of between the freezer and the refrigerator where the cold air would go in and cool the refrigerator. So just the cold air wasn't making it up there because it was being blocked by all the frost buildup. So the defroster mechanism and heater here were very important. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, appreciate that.